Hello and welcome you over timesofIndia.com. I'm Akash Dasgupta. Now, the ODI World Cup, of course, is the biggest stage of them all when it comes to the one-day international format of the gentleman's game, which we all know as cricket. Now, this time around, Team India will, of course, once again be aiming to win the World Cup title, which they have won twice before. First time in 1983 under Kapil Dev's captaincy, and then in 2011 under MS Dhoni's captaincy. This time it's Rohit Sharma who's the captain. Now let's talk about Rohit Sharma, the player and the captain. Now this is going to be the first time that Rohit is going to be captaining the Indian team in the ODI World Cup, the ICC ODI World Cup. He's a 36-year-old top-order batter, of course. He was born in Nagpur but has played all his domestic cricket in Mumbai before joining Team India. He, of course, is going to be one of the designated openers for India in the ODI World Cup. Now, so far, only 10 instances of 200 plus have been registered by batters in ODI cricket. And guess what? 3 of them belong to Rohit Sharma. 3 of those scores of 264, 209 and 208 not out belong to Rohit. So needless to say, Rohit is going to be one of the key players, key batters for India in the World Cup. Overall, he's also, of course, the captain of the team. So he's shouldering the responsibilities and the expectations of 1.2 plus billion people who are going to be glued to the television sets. And that's just in India, remember. So many Indian cricket fans spread all across the world, really. Now, he also holds the record for the highest ODI score ever scored, the individual score, which is 264, of course, one of the 3 double centuries that Rohit has scored in one-day international cricket. It was 264, which he scored against Sri Lanka at the iconic Eden Gardens in 2014. Now, ahead of this edition of the World Cup, Rohit, in fact, went on record to say, and I quote here, "I know for a fact that every ground, every venue that we will be traveling to will get massive support." So it's a no-brainer, really, that Rohit and the rest of Team India also banking on home support in this edition of the World Cup, which, remember, is the first time that India will be sole hosts of an ICC ODI World Cup. Now, Rohit incidentally also holds the record for the most number of centuries ever scored in a single edition of the ODI World Cup, and that number stands at 5. This is what he did in the last edition of the World Cup when he broke Kumar Sangakkara's previous record of 4 centuries, which Sangakkara had notched up in the 2015 edition. Experts from a very early stage of his career said that he will go on to become one of the greats of the game. Now, it took time, though, for that potential to translate into consistent runs and big scores, but eventually he really became a giant of white ball cricket. Now, one thing that really worked for Rohit Sharma, that really sort of changed his ODI game in particular, was when he was pushed to open the batting for Team India, which was way back in 2012. Now, going into the World Cup, in this edition of the World Cup, he has scored 658 runs in 15 innings at an average of over 50. This I'm talking about the year 2023. In the last edition, in 2019, Rohit, in fact, was the top run getter for Team India with 648 runs in 9 innings. He was overall the highest run getter as well. Now, his jersey number is 45, and of course, he will be one of India's key players in this edition of the World Cup. Team India need a Rohit Sharma who's firing on all cylinders, and he knows how to do that on the biggest stage of them all, which is the ODI World Cup.
From breaking news, detailed analysis, in-depth interviews, and explainers, follow the Times of India. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like our videos and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest.